right, this streak continues. Another month of riding February 2026 is down. Okay, everybody, it is February, and I am doing some riding here, and this thing's not quite warmed up yet. So, hey there, everybody, Scott from Scott's Moto Adventures. It is February here in Pennsylvania, late February. We are a day before a snowstorm, and I needed to go for a ride. The weather's actually been kind of weird, so I said that there's a snowstorm coming. Well, the week before the snowstorm, it has actually been really nice. Like, it's been 40s, 50s. I actually got into the garage and was working on the BMW. And as soon as I started working on it, I broke apart. So I was rusted. So it was a stupid screw. I'm working on getting another one. Max BMW is taking forever. They did not stock it. I might have to go over to Bob's. I tried Hermes. They didn't have it. And, you know, no big deal. So, I'm riding today because I'm doing a couple things. I needed a ride. I have had a week, maybe a couple of weeks, and I'm going into a couple more weeks. And the fact is, I may have had a virtual crash out yesterday. So what does that mean? So crash out, that's like when you just get impulsive and due to emotional turmoil. And so anyway, and this stems from what I've been doing all winter. That's been playing iRacing. And I may have called some people out for bullshit. And was I right? Yeah, I think I was. But they're going to be like, well, we have a higher IR, so you're wrong. And whatever. I was crashing out this week. Or I crashed out last night. It was virtual. Long story short is I play iRacing, and iRacing's a fun game. It's fun depending on the people, and some of the people can sometimes be douchey, and that is what I'm dealing with. I had a couple guys, they're high IR, which means they're very fast, and they have enough clout where they can use their sway to get races to happen. And they're like, oh, no, we don't have that power. I'm like, bullshit. Anyway, so they ended up, earlier in the season, earlier in the year, we said, or late last year, we said, hey, how about we do Fridays at 9, nice, chill, relaxing thing, and just race these weird cars and weird tracks and, and we'll have fun. I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, that sounds like fun. Like, it's a hard car to drive. It's a theoretical car. It's not a real deal. And so we signed that, set that up, or iRacing set it up anyway. So we were making, like, everybody was showing up every week. It was nice. It was fun. Some weeks you had a couple of guys, and then other weeks you had like 25, 30. But they made it so, and it was going good. And then now we're getting toward the end of the winter here, and some NASCAR leagues are setting up. And two of the guys who were the head guys were like, hey, can we change the time to an hour earlier? We're like, yeah, that's fine. Like, you got to pay a gig. Like, they're broadcasting. And then a couple, and then that was last week. I was like, okay, yeah, that's okay. I don't know if they were trying to, like, not have certain people race or play a little game or something, but we all were in agreement. But then this week, like Wednesday, we get told, oh, hey, there's a special streamer slot. And I'm like, well, Wednesday, I'm prepping for this presentation. It's really important to me. So I'm prepping for this, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna do the streamer special." Doesn't say anything about the scheduled thing on Friday, and I was a little sus then. And boy, oh boy, I'm glad I was sus, because they did what I thought they would. And what's that? Well, come Friday. So what happened was, some streamer, I guess he needed a couple bucks. His Adderall dealer is charging him an extra couple bucks. So we needed to make some content. And so he ended up like doing the streaming. They got all the streamer butt kissers on there. Love you so much. Let me look your, yeah, whatever. So they're all about that. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Well, I got my presentation, that's priority. And I'm like, okay, Friday night we'll probably do our chill race and be done with it. And you know, I asked, I said, hey, are we doing 7 or 9? Crickets. I should have realized then. They changed the time and didn't want to tell anybody. This is the guy who's in first and the guy who's in third for the actual series. And either they didn't want second place to win or they didn't want me to race anymore or something. Because I won a race that I shouldn't have won because I was saving tires. And anyway, they wanted to control the narrative, and I didn't like that. I don't like when, if you have to play games to control the narrative, fuck off. Okay, I've been around iRacing too long. You've been doing it, you know, I've seen other guys do it too, in other cars, and it's like, yeah, I knew exactly what this was, and they're like, oh, we just raced for fun. We're in first and third, and third's gonna overtake second, except second place knew it was coming, so he couldn't really do anything. So it really didn't change any of the points, except it screwed me out of points because they didn't want to race on Friday. And so I'm kind of in a bad mood now. Like, it's just not, I'm not real happy. And so I called them out on like Discord and on the iRacing forums. I'm like, yeah, it was a nice thing we had going until we decided not to race on Friday nights anymore. And they're like, oh, it's not our fault. We don't control when people race. And I'm like, you freaking told everybody to race on Wednesday. And then you probably told everybody not to race on Friday because you won't be there because you're doing your league thing. And it's like, you know what? They even said, well, we'll change the SOF. And it's like, it doesn't matter at this point. I have no confidence in this series because you guys are just gonna fucking do whatever the hell you want. And they didn't like that answer. I'm like, you guys are fucking controlling the narrative. I hate that. Like that, just because you have a high IR, like look out for everybody. But they were looking out for their own interests, and I really hate that. You know that. If you've watched my videos, you know I hate it when people look out for their own interests. I mean, it's bad enough motovloggers do it, but I guess iRacing people do it too. But, I mean, that's why I walked away I didn't walk away for a whole year. I walked away for 9 months when I bought my house, my current house. I walked away for a whole year 9 months. Because I just wasn't happy with the product. It wasn't the racecraft, it was just the shadiness of, well, we're gonna make the schedule. Oh, the schedule works toward my favor? Oh, who thought about that? And then, the other thing was setup shops being shady. I mean, there's a guy in Arca because he sells mediocre setups. And I'm still shocked how he does that because he had some of the worst scummy drivers in the world racing for him. And what a setup shop is, you buy your setups, they do go faster because for a while iRacing was not putting their best effort towards setups. They're doing a better job now, but it's still not 100%. But yeah, it's just, I'm just, like, I crashed out. I said, I've had enough. The first time I ever heard of Crashout was, I was watching a review about Fiona and Cake, and I guess the guy's like, oh, this is a Crashout. What the fuck's a Crashout? So yeah, there's that. But yeah, it's kind of shitty. I'm just disappointed in people, but hey, that's life. Just one disappointment in a person after another. This is definitely a moto ramblings or a moto ranting. I'm gonna take that from Patrick. but it's my therapy. So, but anyway, guys, I think I've rambled on enough. I'm gonna quick do another turn. I'm doing a whole 55 miles an hour, maybe 50. By the way, all this, it's going to become not a warehouse, it's going to become like a factory soon. So I'm not going to say who it is, but the only good thing about it is my home value might go up. Might not, because my home's I don't have a lot of land. But yeah, that is, anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging on to my every word if you made it this far. And like I said, I might recut this, so I might edit this so it seems a little bit better. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I do hope you enjoy it, and I'll catch you guys later.